And I cried when I read the word Welikia, which I hope I'm saying right, but it has deep meaning for good home. And I felt that from the land. And I don't know why I'm crying. So I have sat down in the cemetery to find out a little bit more about the depth of this word and why this feeling is so strong. And just right off the top of the information, I'm feeling the essence of the feeling without even pulling any cards is it was the relationship of the good people to the land and how reciprocal it was, is, and also potentially can be, and how much the land would like that back. As Gaia still has her original form, no matter what we're doing to the topography of, her face, what we're decorating her with, she inherently still has her own structure and can reclaim it at any time as her wish. But she does not wish it. She wishes to have her relationship with humanity kind of level out or grow in equanimity. This is a huge lesson or transition into the humanity that was intended for the planet, and how not only are we in relationship and conversation and communication with the earth, but we're also in relationship and conversation with other humans in the same way, where we honor the life path of the land. What is the land managing? What other life forms are being supported? And how do we integrate into that support? And as much as we are in a consumptive universe here, where things die so other things can live, are we managing some place of honor for the life that we take in order to continue our own existence? And again, it brings us back to the idea of more of a ritualistic gratitude in the air we're breathing, in the sunlight that we're receiving, in the growth of the planet, in the amazing ability for things to just grow here. I haven't even pulled a card. Okay, so wow, there's a lot coming through. The first card is speaking of the reflection that the nature around us is asking, beseeching us to recognize the cohabitation on the planet. All will be forgiven. There is nothing we have done as a human race that could not be undone. Gaia is an eternal creative sphere of transmutation. If we would just allow and trust that whatever we need is within this planet, because we are of it. There is no separation between our bodies and the bodies all around us in nature. But we have stopped seeing that, stop acknowledging that. and thinking that we need to manipulate things in order to survive to such an extent that there is no cohabitation. Although we are cohabitating, but we're being very aggressive about our existence. And the way through would seem not exactly connected, but what's being asked is that we begin to create a foundation of love in our one-to-one relationships. I know it doesn't seem like that's a global enough, but really that's where it starts, right? So of course, the nurturing of our relationship to ourselves. What are our daily practices? What are the things we do that we love every day? How do we nurture our child? How can we nurture our child even better than we've been? Are we listening to our heart? Can we cultivate a practice that brings us to a place of listening more readily, more often, way more often? And even if we're doing it once a day, twice a day, more, it's more. It is so much more. And in that relationship to ourselves grows the foundation for real communion with other people. In a place where there's an inherent intimacy in just the humanity. There's a seeing of one another that has nothing to do with title, vocation, career, even interests. That we see past all of that into the animal that we are on this planet. And in there is the seed to plant for creation of healing Gaia. We must heal the division, the multiple lines of division that we have fostered for eons. And not naturally so. We have been manipulated quite severely. The heart has broken and been mended repeatedly, and in these lines that have been sewn back together is the strength that we have cultivated to stay here, to see this through, to be part of this evolution. At this amazing time, the universe, the multiverse, is in awe, is in reverence for our fortitude. As we mend our grief into love and communion with others and our planet. The beauty is all around us, and it's in our heart first. You can't see the beauty that's around you if you can't find yourself beautiful. And that's where the daily practice is so important. Please do not neglect yourself anymore. You are so loved. Again, step aside from your control and manipulation and allow. This is a very strong move in faith and trust. Manage in one day to not plan something and find your heart space repeatedly to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And therein lies your joy. That is your heart song, and it is that simple. Oof. Oh gosh. There's one more card. I don't know how I'm gonna get through it. Ooh. Okay. So that it can be clear, so that it can be heard, so that we can be feeling the same things at the same time. If this message reaches you, there's something in you that understands this and feels this. Like a vibration of strings on a cello. And there's a synergy to this vibration. And when you lock into it, when you find it, when you quiet yourself enough to be there with it, you feel how everything is righting itself, that everything is turning toward wholeness for the planet, the animals, the other beings, the plants. And for each other. It seems like these topics are all separate. Like, oh, if we could just take care of this one thing or this one thing. It is nothing is separate. It is all one thing, and it all resonates from this one vibrational place. Living from your heart connects you to it. And when you're in joy with your own connection to your heart, it heals the planet. It is that simple, because she can align with you then. It is the disconnect that is painful. And she misses us. She misses her children, because the cords of love are never severed. And no matter how far away children wander, and if they pass through the veil between life and death, there is always this connection of love. And when we do find those moments to connect to our heart space, we can find that connection regardless of vocation. This message is touching me deeply, as I know this separation. There's a continual sense of yearning for the connection between mother and children that doesn't go away. And Gaia has found a way to stay in her heart space and trust that we will find our way back to her. Stay in your joy, in your heart, and know it. Know that no matter how far away the children wander from their center, from their heart space, they will always find their way back. Thank you for spending this time with this message. May it reach you in all the joy that is intended in the words, regardless of the tears. The tears are a release. But the truth is here and is in these words. It's just a really strong ask. Please, please, please. Please find yourself and your heart so much more important than you do right now. Thank you. I love you.